we're very excited. We are 11 months into having a constitutional amendment that protects our right to a healthy environment. We have a very short and straightforward amendment to our Constitution. Every person shall have the right to clean air and water and a healthful environment, period. That's it. That's the whole thing. Article 19 of the Bill of Rights. So the Bill of Rights includes just what you would expect the Bill of Rights to include: the right to freedom of religion, the right to petition the government, the right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure, etc. That's where this right is positioned in our state constitution. And it's really important that it says each person shall have this right. That means that everybody, not just those who live in the right zip code, not those who have the right complexion, speak with the right accent, have the right education, have enough wealth, everybody, not even citizens, every single person, just by virtue of existing and being in the state of New York, has these rights. But this is an invitation for the state of New York to reevaluate the way that we protect our environment, and to consider whether or not existing law, existing regulation, and specific permits issued under existing law and regulations meet that constitutional threshold of every person having a right to clean air, clean water, and a healthy environment. There are 4 cases that I know of so far. I'm just going to tell you them really quickly. Obviously, there are no decisions yet, so we're waiting to see. One, I think is, I'll start with the one that I think is the most interesting and I think is actually the best use of the amendment, and that's Seneca Lake Guardians versus the New York Department of Environmental Conservation. The Department of Environmental Conservation issued a permit for a waste transfer station in Western New York without what, at least the allegation is, without an adequate plan for leachate management. It's going to accept waste that will contain PFAS, and the PFAS will leach into the leachate and be part of the water management system. And wastewater treatment facilities in New York don't have the technology to remove PFAS. And so the contaminants will therefore be entering the local waters. And so there was a challenge brought by, I think, Earth Justice, on behalf of the Seneca Lake Guardians, challenging on a host of administrative grounds the issuance of this permit, saying that it doesn't meet the standards under existing regulation and existing law, and also alleging that it violates the constitutional right to clean water. So that case, I think, raises the question in the clearest fashion, because it is about a hole in a regulatory scheme, because there is no way to manage a waste transfer station's leachate currently in New York law that will not release PFAS into the environment. So this is an invitation, this lawsuit is really an invitation for the state to rethink its process.